Hey there, my fellow gardeners. Let's plant some strawberries. Come plant with me. All right, so what we're looking at here is just the previous strawberries that I planted last season into my strawberry pyramid. But I'm going to be adding some more strawberries to the collection because my kids just love them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the soil that I've mixed for this elevated raised bed. It's going to be a combination of soil, compost, used coffee grounds, worm castings, perlite, and sand. Reason being is I'm trying to mix and make a very nitrogen high and sandy loam for the strawberries because they like well-drained soil that's a little bit on the acidic side. So with that being said, I'm adding in some sand and then a little bit of perlite and of course the used coffee grounds for the nitrogen and acidity. Now the strawberries that I ordered, I did actually order these online. These are strawberry bare roots. And with these bare roots, I ordered about 40 of them because, again, the kids really love their strawberries. So I want to make sure that I have more than enough strawberries when the spring season comes. Now, I'm looking at the strawberry roots, inspecting them to make sure that they're good to go. But I also want to show you, I made sure that I soaked them for about an hour. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to soak the roots so we can actually just kind of wake them up a little bit since they have been in a plastic bag and been shipped to me. So I'm just trying to revitalize them so that we can get them ready and acclimated to the environment. Now these are strawberries that I previously planted. These are actually going to be going to my wife's school garden because they have a greenhouse and she teaches high school and they want to plant some plants. So I decided I would get them some strawberries going. Now, this is my sandy loam mix that I've mixed together. You can see all those little granules of sand in there, the compost, the leaves. This is going to be a really nitrogen-rich soil, which these strawberries are going to love. So, without much further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, like I said, this is a elevated raised bed that I'm placing these strawberries in. The placement of this bed is directly on my deck. That deck receives like 10 to 12 hours of direct sunlight. And with strawberries, they like to have at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. Now, granted, this is Texas, so direct sunlight in Texas can be a little harsh, but I'm thinking these strawberries actually should do pretty well in this location. All right, now I wish I had an over-the-top view for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. But all I'm doing is digging down deep enough. One good thing about this elevated raised bed, it's got about a good foot or so of depth so that I can really get those roots down in there pretty good. Now I'm just placing the previously hydrated bare roots directly into my soil mixture. And yeah, so I'm just planting them in here. Now, I've done strawberries before and I love growing strawberries. And the method I'm using, this is what method works for me. Works for me. I'm not going to be one of those hype or trend followers when it comes to my gardening. I'm going to do a method that works. It's worked for generations, so why do I need to look for a gardening hack, so to speak? With that being said, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen the crazy hack videos where you have an individual sprinkle Coca-Cola and toothpaste on the roots of some plant, and they do something crazy like dip aloe vera on it, and then they have some crazy outlandish plant that grows. Like one I saw, it was hilarious, and it got like millions of views, and it's a carrot tree. So the carrots were growing from the tree above ground. Carrots are a taproot. They don't even grow like that. And it was funny because it looks like an edible arrangement bouquet. But again, this video's got millions of views. But you won't get that here with me. I'm a real gardener. I'm a Texas master gardener. And I'm just going to be growing vegetables and fruit that my family loves. Along the way, I'll try to kick a little knowledge to you, share something that works with for me. And that's what you get with my channel. It's not going to be all the hype. So I hope you enjoy. If you are thinking of planting some strawberries and you're in the Zone 8E area, or specifically in North Texas, make sure that when you are planting and growing your strawberries, you want to kind of plant them in the fall. Now, granted, I know I'm planting these and it's late winter, but here in Texas, I'm not gonna expect to see any real harsh winter coming through now. I think we're almost at the precipice of coming up on spring. That's just my opinion. But the reason why you want to try to plant these bare roots and your strawberries in the fall is because, one, you establish a good root system. Two, they go dormant in the winter, and then when the spring comes, that's actually when you start getting your real growth and you start getting your runners and you can start doing your propagations. If you want more information on propagations, check out my previous video uh, about everything you need to know about growing strawberries. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the nurseries and the big box stores, they sell you the strawberries to grow in the spring. Reason being because it's spring fever. So everybody's got that that new feeling of growth and right coming out of the dead of winter, everybody wants to get out in the garden, want to get out in the sun and do things. So that's when they sell the strawberries because that's when they sell the best. But in all truthfulness, actually should be started in the fall, and then you'll get that second year, that second season. That's when you'll really start getting your your uh, your multitude of your big strawberry harvest and your larger strawberries. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're planning on planting some strawberries. Oh, and by the way, have you subscribed to the channel yet? If you're here and you're hanging out this long, might as well go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it if you do. But with that being said, let's get back into our strawberries and how we're planting them here. When you're planting your bare root strawberries and you're placing them down in the ground, make sure that you are placing your crown, the actual beginning of the plant itself, above the soil line. You don't want to sink it down too deep, and you want to make sure that you're getting all the roots down into the soil so that they can grow and spread properly. Now, as I'm planting these strawberries, I'm realizing something that I'm doing here. I'm actually planting them a little close because honestly, with strawberries, you should have about a good 6 inches to maybe a foot of space. Reason being is because your strawberries are prolific reproducers. They love creating runners, and these runners allow you to create new plants. But with that being said, I'm planning on clipping every runner that comes off these strawberries so that I can make even more strawberries. So with that being said, this is what 12 that's in this garden box here, but I have a total of 40. I take those 40, take those runners, boom, I've got more strawberries. So I'm going to just keep doubling up, keep growing, and keep propagating. And that's what we're going to do here. Now with that being said, I do have a lot of strawberries, right? A lot of these bare roots. And I've walked myself into a little bit of a problem. I need more space to plant them. So I actually have this growing tower system that I used last season for my mint tower. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check out the mint tower video. I'm going to take this system. Oh, unfortunately, I lost the mint during the drought of last season. But I'm going to take this system and I'm going to plant more strawberries in there as well. I always believe in reusing what I already have as opposed to buying something new. So as you can see, when it comes to planting your strawberries, specifically from your bare roots, it's not very complicated. You just got to make sure you have the right soil combination, that the soil allows for good draining. Strawberries do not like to have saturated roots. And then, boom, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed what we did today.
Enjoy life, enjoy family, and enjoy your garden. Thanks for watching, guys.